YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back on the Hannibal at the Gates campaign, and we're going to attack a fortified Roman army outside of Corfinium. They may get reinforcements from the city, it looks like they will. Indeed. Look at this. Saki Extraordinari with level 2 weapons and level 1 armor. Etruscan hoplites, the ballista. Being reinforced by what would have been a fairly substantial Roman army here, with 4 Principes, 4 Hastati, 3 Triari, 4 Equites, and then more Hastati from the city as well. So this would have actually been a pretty substantial Roman army, and still is a pretty fair number of men, but ought to be something that we can handle just fine. I've got some ballista, and we'll use it to destroy their own ballista, and then hopefully we'll assail the fort at that point. I think my Libyan infantry should be up to the task. I've got elephants as well, so I'll probably use my infantry to burn some holes in the fort so that I can come in from multiple angles. Let's get things started. Yeah, when your opponent has artillery, being fortified is not what you want. Really not what you want. So let's go ahead and start the battle. Where's my ballista range at? Looks like their stuff's already in range. Go off fire at will. I'm going to switch to flaming round and hit start battle, and I'm going to target their Roman ballista. And I'm actually going to pull my elephants away from my own ballista.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Enemy reinforcements going to be coming in from the other side of the map. I'm pulling my units away from my own ballista because I am expecting the Roman ballista to return fire, and the Romans are actually sallying out of their fort right now. Why are my guys not firing? Thought I'd give you an attack order. So here comes the flaming ballista attack. Oh, I didn't light any of their equipment on fire, unfortunately. Here comes round 2, and they're shooting flaming rounds as well. Still didn't light anything on fire. Good grief. At least they didn't either. That time we got some. Lit up one of their front units. And they just lit up one of mine too. Wow, flaming shot's pretty effective against other artillery. That time I got another one. So the Romans now in pretty big trouble. Yeah, here comes another big flaming volley. So the Romans down to 1 piece of equipment, and they did sally out of the fort against me. No idea why they've done such a thing. I'd hate to keep them waiting, though. I don't want to be a bad host. And let's bring up my men into formation. Okay. Gonna get my men in formation. The Roman ballista unit is destroyed. I'm gonna go to standard shot and halt fire with my ballista. Saki Equites Extraordinari. Wow, kind of interesting running into these units. I don't run into them all that often. Can you quit firing, please? There's asked you to stop firing. Thank you. I don't think there's any other Roman ballista on the field. They've got a bunch of Equites moving in from this flank, and that's where a lot of their infantry is coming from Corfinium. So I'd say we attack now and make a decisive victory against the Roman forces arrayed in front of us. And I think we're almost in formation here. Okay. So, time to move against the Romans. Alright, we should be able to knock down all of these infantry before the Romans can reinforce. These Saki Extraordinari have really heavy armor for a unit of their type, which is kind of odd. Interesting, don't run into that kind of thing every day. Let's see if we can pin down the Roman Equites this direction. Okay, not sure what the Romans are doing. Almost looks like they may be trying to move to engage in this cav fight. Let's go ahead and get them surrounded a little. And let's move some of our cav to the, or spear troops to the flank. Yeah, we're gonna knock out the equites rather quickly over here. My Numidian nobles chopping down those equites, to be expected. We got charged by mercenary Italian cav right there, though, unfortunately. Let's countercharge the Romans. Kind of got them pinned up against the fort wall over here. So let's bring our general in. And charge in here. Reinforce here.
Our general is under attack.
Need my elephants back over here. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Here's the main fight, where I've got the Romans pinned down with all my infantry. And I've got my elephants in behind all these guys. This war cry. Intimidate some of these units. Inspire some of my own. So yeah, there are the Romans mass routing. So those were the Romans who were in control of the fort. And at this point, I think I'm going to take control of the fort. Let's rear charge these units over here. These are noble fighters, so a particularly powerful unit here actually. Watch them rear charge the Romans who are engaged with my Libyan infantry. See the Romans kind of breaking formation here. Okay.
The enemy general is dead.
I'm gonna try and move my guys into the fort actually, and we'll see if we can use it against the Romans. And capture all the towers. Let's actually keep my elephants clear of the towers for a minute, and just let my infantry move in. I'm gonna go ahead and fire on some of the enemy skirmishers that are chasing me. Yeah, so I've got my men moving into the fort. Don't know how bad the tower fire is from the fort. Doesn't seem like it's as bad as actual settlements. One of my guys is still in flaming shot. Go to standard round on both. Okay, the tower should be under control by the time my elephants get back over there. So yeah, I've actually taken the fort from the Romans at this point. See if we can chase some of these guys down. My ballista are actually unprotected, but could lay down some fire into these Roman infantry. Yeah, so the fort's under my control, which I don't know if that's an actual victory point. Let's watch my Numidians take out these Velites. Numidian noble cav is freaking awesome. Sweet. So we've taken down all these plebs and skirmishers, and then my artillery is opening fire all over these Romans here. And they are making for the fort at the moment. If they make a break for my artillery, I'll drop it and run. They don't have any cavalry left, so yeah, the Romans are going to take some pretty gratuitous losses to that artillery. Really not the position that they want to be in. So unfortunately, their remaining armies from Corfinium are not going to be used to great advantage here. And my men ought to have a pretty easy time defending the fort.
Ready to march.
Let's just get some swordsmen here.
Carthage! Libyan infantry! Advance our speed! Val Hamun guards us! Elephants ready for battle!
Yep, and like I said, control all the towers now too. So should be in really good shape.
Has used all its ammunition.
And then I can just shield wall with my swords right in front of the entrance.
Servants of Val Hamun! Shield wall!
Alright, one of my elephants is stuck on these destroyed ballistas.
Riders at the double!
Come on. trampling down all the tents with my elephants. Very well. Dadgum, man. One of my elephants is like totally stuck there. See if we can get him unhooked off of those ballista. Oh, looks like he is. Good. There we go. Alright, so the Romans don't really seem like they know what to do at this point. What are these buildings over here? That's weird. Tower? That's must be a glitch. Not sure what the Romans are planning to do at this point. I think I lose if the time runs out, so I don't think they technically have to attack me. And they're not going to. We should probably drop and run here. And we're going to have to run down the Romans. Okay. Okay, let's bring out all my Libyans. Behind them, my hoplites. We're going to have to slow down these Romans, so I'm going to need my cav out and about. And we're going to need my elephants out and about. Let's just go ahead and pull all my men out. It looks like they're going to chase my ballista at this point. Or at least go reposition out here. I see some Hastati out here that are going to be vulnerable.
Swift Rider!
We're going to cab charge them, see if we can put them out. It's our Principes, which are a pretty tough unit, but they're not in numbers great enough, I think, to hold off. And I got my Numidian Noble Cav into their Hastati right there. These guys ought to drop pretty quickly. Yeah, they're dying. These guys are as well. And my ballista can't hide, but at least they're safe, at a safe distance from the fight. Stupid infantry are putting up more of a fight than I would have liked them to. I don't want to pull out because it's going to get my men hurt even worse. So I'm just going to leave them in. But yeah, this fight really probably should have gone to me a little easier than that, but oh well. Get in that fight, darn it. There we go. Got him outflanked. Those Hastati are wavering. We can now charge the rest of our Numidians into here. Didn't really lose a lot of cav, just didn't kill these guys as fast as I thought they would because the AI got them braced. Okay. Let's keep outflanking. And then I want my mercenary noble fighters. Alright, got some more Roman skirmish units coming in out here. Let's go take them out. These are all Velites. Okay, so we need to charge into the Romans here. Romans, a lot of them are actually in Testudo. And they're going to go after my cavalry with their spears. It's okay, we'll just bring my war elephants to bear while their spears are chasing me. Just gonna kind of pile my guys up here to get a good rear charge set up.
The men are wavering.
Probably gonna take out one of my Carthaginian cav here, because javelins have a pretty nice reload rate. Romans already wavering. Just have my elephants close enough for the scare effect to really knock or hit home. My Carthaginian cav ought to finish the deal there for the Romans. And it looks like we got their Velites as well. So that's going to be a victory against the Roman encampment. Kind of expected that one. There were a lot of Romans there overall, but obviously not too well organized under the banner of the AI. Though I did give them a few kills I probably shouldn't have. It would actually be kind of cool if Rome would deploy another round of reserves so that it would make this one final challenge here for me. But I think we're in good shape here. I'm going to sabotage this army just to keep them from wanting to come against me on the next turn. Probably should have gone for those bigger armies up there, but this army can hold its own. We took some damage, but we can definitely hold our own against any Roman counterattack. And I do believe that it's actually time for us to end the turn. Do need to divvy out some upgrades here, though. The Wayfarers, spear-armed units. Let's see, and the general can be upgraded. We'll give him strategist. Barked Brethren. Give him dread. Sacred Company. We don't have dread on this person yet. We do now. I like having dread on all my generals. It just that extra bit of morale debuff that you get is just fantastic. Alright, there's still quite a few Roman troops out here to see too they could put in. So we'll see what happens. I do need to probably spend the rest of my money, but I'm only really concerned about these provinces over here. Let's just make sure I don't have any patchy factories on the way or anything. We can go ahead and upgrade some of these buildings. Capoa's good, Beneventum's fine. Just go ahead and drop this money and put it to use. We should get plenty of return and income on the next turn for any agent actions or anything else I need going on. Romans sending agents against me at Capua. Don't know if they're trying to assassinate or just sabotage. Romans moving to fortify on the Adriatic coast. Aravasi, no real concern with them, as they're don't appear to at least be interested in war with me. Alabroges won a defensive alliance, that's fine. I'll accept that. Wow, didn't know there was an army for the Etruscan League left, but apparently a rather large one. And I think that we can use that as an excuse to attack Rome.
Men to cut a few throats. These people need death.
Join the war against... I'm not worried about starting any wars in Iberia right now. Okay. Yeah, there's a rather large Etruscan League army because of a rebellion at... Or no, there's a rebellion at Pissorum separate of that. Agent recovered. Let's repair that building at Beneventum.
Ready for orders.
So Spoletium, Corfinium. We're gonna go to put down this rebellion with this army.
Our honor and great glory.
Wow, that was kind of weird. Looks like we can chase these guys all the way down. So let's put them out of their misery.
Setting forth.
So at least we've kind of settled that rebellion. I'll garrison those guys to prevent it on the next turn. Yeah, check it out. Etruscan League with a large army right outside of Rome. Not a particularly good one, but now probably would be an interesting time to attack Rome because they would get reinforced. Well, actually, they wouldn't get reinforcements because these guys are in forced march. Dadgummit. I'm going to wait a turn and see if they go out of forced march because honestly it would make it a lot more interesting for me to... I mean, I could totally ambush these guys with Hannibal and beat the snot out of them, but I'm trying to give Rome more fighters to use against me. Kind of weird, trying to aid and abet the enemy, but just looking for a big fight in the finisher. So it'll be more interesting. Getting raided by Samnites out here. Let's just pick up some mercenaries in this army real quick. We don't even need particularly good ones. Hire some mercenaries here. Get some cheap cav mercenaries. A couple Boyaric Slinger mercenaries. Again, don't just picking up some random mercenaries, and we'll just go hunt down this Samnite army. I'm gonna have to keep these guys for a couple of turns, which will be kind of expensive, but at least keep help me keep those Samnites in check. And no, I should have sabotaged them first. I'll go ahead and sabotage them now, though, see if we can screw them up and hold them in position. And let's see, this Samnite fleet should be within our reach, but they're going to run away.
All hands to the oars.
It can get kind of hard to catch these little fleets sometimes. Sapuntum, let's go ahead and build some farms there. This province is going to be a little ticked off just because of all the raiding and everything else that was going on it. We should be able to calm it down. I'm not worried about these Romans who are encamped there. Not particularly, at least. Though it might not be a bad plan for me to hunt them down.
Ready for orders.
I say that we need to attack Corfinium. And these Romans would be reinforcing, so that would actually turn out to be a pretty big fight. Though I am pretty much out of time for this particular episode. It's kind of a short one, but I'd kind of like to save this for an episode all its own. Hope y'all are enjoying this. We're getting pretty darn close here. We've got the Romans pinned up to Roma, Corfinium, and Terracina. And the Samnites are nearly dead. The Etruscans are nearly dead as well. So HeirofCarthage signing off for now.